Hello, 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 everybody. I just realized that I put the wrong time on when I scheduled my live. I put it for 11:11 p.m. Oops. Anyway, here I am. It's 11:11 a.m. and I am live. I hope that you are here. If we have a little bit of a mistake, then I think I'll change it and maybe come on tomorrow. But let's see. I'm excited about today. So, we're going to do the best that we can. So, what I want to do to start off is I want us all to place hands somewhere on your body. I'm going to put both of mine on my heart center. You can put one on your heart, one on your belly, whatever feels best for you. Hi, Danielle. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. And I want us to close our eyes. Take 2 or 3 nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. Really come into the space of your body and the heart space specifically. And I want you to think of something that you love or something, a memory that you have or a person, something that just fills you with so much love, it's overflowing. And just breathe that love into your space. Breathe it into your body. Let it fill up every inch of your body. And when you feel that love expand throughout your body, expand it outside of your body to your etheric field. And then beyond your etheric field to the space that you're in. Let that love fill up the entire space, and it just grows and grows. With each breath, it's growing bigger and bigger. And now it extends out from the space that you're in to the whole building that you're in. And from there, it goes to the neighborhood that you're in, and then the city, and then the state. And then the country, and it's just growing and growing and growing. And now the continent. And now the hemisphere. And now the entire earth, the entire planet is covered in your love. Is covered in your love, is filled with your love. And now let's bring our awareness to the 2 coasts in the United States. To the East Coast, up and down, that are being hit with cold weather. Let's actually go to the Midwest. I'm feeling cold there. I'm not sure what's going on. And surround your love there. Breathe it in. Just breathe it into that space. And notice how as you breathe in your love, it automatically expands and grows and fills in all the area, all the nooks and crannies. And now let's move to the West Coast and to the Los Angeles area. And let's breathe our love into that area and allow it to expand and grow. And grow and grow and grow. And we don't need to do anything more than this. This is everything. Our love is the foundation of wellness. Our love is the foundation of health and healing. And let's just breathe in 3 more breaths. Just see that area shrouded in beautiful love, whatever color that is for you. Might be green, pink, gold, rose gold, whatever, white, whatever color. I'm seeing like a golden yellow, like a beautiful golden yellow, which interestingly enough is the color of our solar plexus, which is governed by the fire element. And you would think that would be the opposite, but maybe we need some more of that to balance. We need that buttery yellow, beautiful golden light to soothe that area, to quench the earth, to nurture the land and the people and the animals and the trees and the plants. One more breath there. And then bring your focus back to your heart center, into your space of love for you. I want you to blanket yourself with this love, this peace, this grace. And thank yourself for taking this time for this morning. We ask for the highest good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One more nice deep breath in. And when you are ready, gently, gently, gently open your eyes. Oh, goodness. I'm going to do a little bit of an exercise. I'm just using my hands and I'm just massaging my hands and my wrists and my arms. And that just brings me back to a space of embodiment, which is where we really want to be and what we really want to do. And welcome, everyone. I said hello to Danielle earlier. I see more people on here. So if you're here and you want to say hi, I would love that. So I felt like I needed to do a moon messages today. I didn't know why. I kept being called to love. And so I scheduled it. And then I thought, well, I'm going to see what the moon cycle is today. And it's a waxing gibbous. And what that means is that we're halfway between the half moon and the full moon. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Francis. Welcome, everyone. Hey, if you guys want a card, if you want me to pull a card for you, no pressure. You can or you can't, whatever. Just put your name in the comments and I'll do as many as I can. I wasn't planning on doing that beautiful meditation, but it just called to me today for our country, California especially, but there are other parts that are being affected and people, so the weather is a little cray-cray. So that's what we can do whenever there's a situation that, affects us personally or just energetically. We want to send love. We want to send love and we want to open it up and send love. And I don't know about you guys, but like before the fire started, I was feeling lots of like internal just unrest and unsettled. And it's so interesting because whenever I'm feeling that, like whenever I feel uncertain, I crave blocking or working on my feet. And it's so interesting because when I work on my feet, either with, block therapy or just my hands and my fingers, it brings me like a groundedness that is so unbelievable. And it really helps me with that feeling of uncertainty. And what it really is about is out of control, right? Like something like these fires happen and we just feel out of control. Like, what can I do? Why is this happening? We have all these questions. Anyway, so that helps me. But so back to the waxing gibbous. So this influences our personal growth and our manifestation and really helps with our intentions. All those intentions we set with the new moon that happened on December 30th, which was a black new moon, because there were two in the month of December, in case you didn't know, two new moons, which was amazing. So this is the time that fuels our motivation, ignites our passion for our goals and intentions that we set with the new moon on the 30th. And it's heightened focus on what we want to create and what we want to bring in. And I'm always thinking about there's two pieces to this, what we want to bring in and what do we want to let go, right? Because when we want to bring in new, we need to make sure that there's space, right? There's got to be enough space for the new to come in. If we're full of clutter and all the old garbage that we don't want to hold on to anymore, stuff that we want to let go, stuff that might not even be ours, we gotta let go of that so that we can bring the new in. We have to make room. I think of this like with our closets. If we just keep bringing more stuff in, more stuff in, more stuff in, there's no room, right? We have to purge at some point. We have to purge and let go and get rid of and move it out. So that's what this is really calling us to. This moon is also all about the water. And I think it's so interesting that here we are in winter, which is governed by the element of water. And water is so much a part of winter, right? We like with the East Coast and the Midwest with the cold air, that's because of water, right? And snow and ice. And then in California, it's the lack of water. So interesting. Like the balance that we need to get. And we want to look at this in our own lives. And guys, I had no idea. I just picked today. Came to me Thursday 1/9. Had no idea. So today is a very, very special day, numerologically speaking. Okay. So it's 1/9, okay, 2025. So that's 1/9 and then another 9. Okay. So 2025 goes down to be a 9. So, and 1 and 9, when you do the date, the 1st of January or the 9th of January, you add 1 plus 9, that's a 10. You reduce it down to 1, that's a 1. So we've got a 1 day and a 9 year. Okay. So why this is really important is 1 is the number of unconditional love. And it's also the number of us and our warrior selves. And I don't mean warrior selves as in fighting and warring. I mean strong. We got this. We may not know how to do it. We may not know what the F is going on, but we're going to figure it out. That's 1. And 9 is leadership. And it's also culmination, right? So this is where we want to really look for this moon today. Like I said, I knew that this was all about love. I didn't know how, why, whatever, but all about love and love being unconditional love. Now, let's talk about unconditional love for a moment because I don't know, I think we can have a little bit of some we can get hooked a little bit on it because it's tricky. What does unconditional love means? Unconditional love means that you love no matter what, that you love someone no matter what they do. Does that mean you condone their behavior? No. Does it mean that you agree with everything they do? Absolutely not. But does it mean that you love them? Yes. And this time in our world calls for unconditional love. We can not love something that's going on, and we can still love people involved. And the more that we can come to that space of unconditional love, the more that we can raise our love, which raises our vibration and our frequency, and the more that we can send that love frequency out into the world, which is just positive. It's like a ripple effect, right? The more the love that we have, the more we can give, the more we can share, the more we can do that beautiful meditation that we started off with by sending love everywhere. Okay. So unconditional love. Now, where this gets tricky is when we don't agree with people. Okay. We saw this a lot during the election cycle, and I've been seeing it since the election with people very worried about, moving in. And this is the thing, fear is the opposite of love. So anytime you're pulled into a fear scenario or fear thing, be aware, because it's pulling you from love. You're the opposite of love at that time, right? And the answer to fear is love. Always, always, in all ways and always. So we want to be really careful about this. So it's okay to, hi, Michelle, welcome. Hi, Tony, I didn't see you. Hi, welcome. Um, it's okay to have fear, and it's okay to be uncertain, but we don't want it to take over. And what I mean by that is, as soon as we notice that we're in fear, we want to talk, we want to say, hi, fear, welcome. I know you're here. I know why. I know what you're trying to do, but I'm going to press pause for a moment and go back to my love. Go back to my love. So when we start saying that people that believe this way are no good and people that believe this way are no good, we have a little bit of an issue, because that's not unconditional love, right? We can say, my opinion, my personal opinion doesn't align with these people over here. End of story. We don't have to say anything else about them being good, them being bad, whatever, right? We can just say, my personal opinion doesn't align, and leave it at that. And I want you to be really, really aware as we are entering 2025. If we want the world to be different, we have to be different. We have to do different. It's not easy, but it's the only way. This is the truth of it. And we want to fight it. We want to make it everything else. We want to make it about all these other things. But at the end of the day, it's about us. And believe me, this is a struggle that I have all the time. All the time. We have to let go of these opinions and these critical thinking about other people, and just come back to that space of love. We may not understand it. We don't have to understand it. We're not asked to understand anything to love someone. I have all sorts of people in my life that I love dearly that do things every day that I don't understand. I'm not going to say, oh, they're bad people or whatever. That's their process. It's their journey. It's none of my business, right? And this is going to be an unpopular thing, but I really wish we could go back to the days when I was young and first voting, where nobody even knew. You didn't talk to anybody about voting because it was nobody's business. And your vote was sacred and your own, between you and God. That's why we had those voting booths that had curtains and nobody could see, right? We don't do that anymore. We've all gotten to this space where it's everybody's business. What you do is my business, and you damn well better know I'm going to tell you what I think about it. Let's let that go. Let's let that go, right? Let's let that go and come to this space of love. That, all of that, this is my opinion, this is your opinion, and I'm going to make sure you know why you're wrong because you don't have my opinion. That is based in fear. Fear, 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 and fear. More fear. Let's let that go. Let's soften that. Let's soften that and come to the space of unconditional love, because that is the space where we not only blanket ourselves in unconditional love, but we blanket our closest family, our friends, our communities, and it just grows, just like that meditation that we started with, where we expanded the love from ourself to our etheric body, to the space we're in, to the building, to the city, to the state, and on and on. And it grew and grew and grew until we blanketed the entire earth in love. That's what we want to do every single day. So I'm challenging you guys. Let's try that. Let's try that every day. Let's start our day with a little meditation, and we can take as long as we or as little as we want. We could do that in 30 seconds if we need. We can do it in 3 minutes, whatever it is. But like, what a difference we can make, right? So I'm challenging everybody. Okay. And I want everybody, if you're with me, raise your hand, say a yes, whatever. Okay. So also think about what we could do for ourselves. Like, yes, we can impact the world. And let's bring it back, because it's okay to want to impact ourselves, to want to allow our lives to be the best that they can be. Because let's be honest, life has been a shit show for a while, right? Every single person that I know on here, hi Ellie, has been affected by loss of some sort, right? Whether it be a person, a home, a job, just loss and hard things that we've had to, personal things. Our feet are to the fire, and we're being called to rise even more, right? And it's not easy, and some days it just feels absolutely impossible, yet we're here. That means we're to keep going and keep doing this and keep aligning with this. So it's okay for us to want better for ourselves. It's okay for us to want some soothing for our broken hearts. It's okay for us to want some more abundance in the form of whatever it is: people, opportunities, money, experiences, whatever it is. It's okay for us to want more. That's part of our human experience, right? We don't want to be complacent. We want more, not greed, but more abundance, more, more of the feel good, more joy, all that. So that's what we're going to focus on today. Remembering that we are in a day that is a 1, which is all about unconditional love and us being strong warriors, and a 9-year, which is all about culmination and wrapping up, right? And leadership as well, right? 1 and 9 are both about leadership in different ways. So let's be the leaders. Let's be the leaders for ourselves, and from there, move out. So Tony, thank you. Thank you for joining me in this. I'm going to write this down so that I don't forget that I did that. I'm giving us a call to action right here to daily bring love to our heart, and then grow it out. Grow it out, grow it out, grow it out. And Tony's with me. Thank you, Tony. Anyone else that wants to join, I would love to have you. Okay. So Danielle would like a card. Lisa. Michele. Michele Pippin. Tony. Sorry, Tony, you were before Michele. I missed that. If anyone else is on here and wants a card, I would love that. Francis wants a card. Oh, I missed several people. Sorry. Danielle, then Francis, then Tony, then Lisa, then Michele Pippin, and then Ellie. Okay. Today, guys, I am using, so it's so funny. Lisa, I just have to share with you. Initially this morning, I'm like, I'm using Lisa's deck. Lisa has an incredible deck of cards. If you guys don't know about this, it is so beautiful. It's the word Oracle, okay? And it's incredible. So that's what I thought I was going to use today. When I went to grab it, I heard no, because I have Lisa's deck. This is how you get the deck now. Okay, you order it and it comes in this beautiful box, and it's already, and I've been using it for myself quite a bit, but I haven't used it publicly since I got my box, my official set, because I have a prototype that I got back in, oh my gosh, 2019, and I treasure them, but I haven't used my new deck for public yet. And I was going to today, and then I heard, no, you have to inaugurate your deck with Lisa with you. So Lisa, we're going to schedule that and do that. So instead, today, I am using the Sacred Cycles card. I feel like this goes beautifully with the moon, Okay. And guys, I want to hear, like, where are you at? How are you feeling about all this stuff? Tony, oh my God, you're in California. I just realized that. Oh, Tony, are you okay? I heard that it's like going into the Hollywood Hills. So where are you at, and are you okay, Tony? Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, today I pulled a card for us as a collective today. Okay, so if you're on here and you don't want a card, this is for all of us. This is ovaries. And look at that, how beautiful. Those ovaries are flowers. Aren't they gorgeous? And they've got, like, I don't know if those are birds or, yeah, they're birds or bees or I don't know, but oh my gosh, gorgeous. Okay. And the card is, I am a creative being. The seed of creative energy within the sacred body's generative space. Ovaries hold eggs, or energetically speaking, potential life to be made manifest. Each of the eggs is formed, nurtured, and then set forth from this space. They are infused with an unimaginable amount of wisdom and life force, programmed to replicate, grow, and then grace the world with an entirely new creation. Wow, isn't that cool? Hi, Denise, welcome. Your visionary power is flourishing at this time. Give yourself the unbound opportunities to let this power be felt and then fully expressed. So, again, right? What is our moon all about? Heighten focus on what we want. What do we want to manifest, right? And we manifest through creativity. So, okay, this is the perfect card for all of us. Okay, let's see. Ellie, and then Denise, or Teresa would love a card. Hi, Teresa. Oh my gosh, Teresa. Teresa brought something to my mind yesterday that I had completely forgotten. A couple years ago, I did a panel with some other psychics and some mediums, and we did like what do you call it? I can't even think. Like a what's going to happen in the future, like our forecast, right? And I just kept seeing, as I was sitting down to do my forecast, like I just kept seeing California completely different, like almost separate from the US, and like what we don't even recognize it. And it was Southern California. And she reminded me of that last night because she was listening or had listened at some point, and I had completely forgotten about that. But she said she was reminded of that yesterday. So I don't know what that means. I don't know. But anyway, it's interesting. It's interesting. That's all I'm going to say. So Danielle, let's pull you a card. Danielle, what's going on with work? Work is what's coming up right now. And you know what? I saw it not looking the same geographically speaking, but that doesn't mean that that's what it is necessarily, right? That just might be how the message was given to me so that I could digest it, metabolize it, and understand it as not being the same. But who knows what it means? All I know is I'm praying and sending a lot of light. All right, so Danielle, what's going on with work? There's something going on with work. And Tony says we moved north in California. Love the divine grace. With intuition. Amen, Tony. You know, and this is the purpose of our intuition. It's fun for me to come on and share my intuition with you guys. And I love to go when people are doing card pulls and get their insight and their guidance. And that's all fun and it's wonderful. But the first purpose of our intuition is for ourselves, right? It's our internal GPS, guidance per spirit. We don't want to forget that. Okay, we do not want to forget that. So, Teresa, do you remember, did I say anything else about that? Is there anything else you can add? I don't remember. I remember when Teresa mentioned it, it sparked my memory, but I'm not sure. So, anyway, okay. So Danielle, what's going on with work? I feel like there's a big movement coming, and it's a little bit scary, but it's like would require you to fully step into yourself, which is kind of scary. But okay, so the card I pulled is pregnancy. Ooh, beautiful. And there's 2 women on there. Let's see what it says. I am open to receiving support. And that's what I was just going to say, is that you're feeling like you're unprepared or you're scared, like almost an imposter syndrome, but you've got it all. And your dad wants to help. Is there a 6 connected with your dad and also a J? So that's what I'm feeling there. So trust yourself, trust the process, allow yourself to go where you're being led, right? And do it with as much unconditional love as you can, which will dissipate the fear. Teresa says not much more than that. Perfect. I appreciate it, Teresa. Okay, Francis. Oh, okay. This card is all about self-love for you, Francis. I can speak to this because Francis and I are really, she's a beloved to me. And I have lots of beloveds, and Francis is one of them. That goes way back to when I first moved to Salt Lake. So that would be in 1991 we met and became friends. And as couples, we were friends. Anyway, I love her. I love her family. And this is about loving yourself, Francis. So this card is going to be about how can you bring more love to you. Okay. Red tent. Ooh, I love this. The thing that I always think about with the red tent is the community and the unconditional love, right? They're in the red tent because they're all on the cycle and nobody's shaming anybody. Nobody's judging anybody. Okay. So that idea of no shame is exactly what we need. So Francis, I don't know what the card says, but I'm going to say, where can you let go of shame? Where is shame kind of growing in you? And we want to be really careful. Guilt and shame are 2 really challenging emotions because they don't have a lot of positivity. Like grief, anger, we can get some nuggets from those, right? If we're really angry about something, we can do some analysis and get some nuggets. Shame and guilt, they're a little more surface and they don't have a lot of meat to them. They're just there like to bring us into fear mode and separate us from the love. So let's look at that. I create sacred space for myself. Oh, can't make this stuff up. A red tent is an ancient ritual space deeply rooted in traditional cultures, respect and reverence for the human body and its connection to the earthly rhythms. This is also called moon lodges. Isn't that great? I didn't know they were called moon lodges. This is a call for you to create sacred space for yourself in whatever way would most serve your needs at this time, whether for your own menstruation or a haven for some personal reflection. Crafting a space for your prosperity is a gift to your overall well being. And I love it because they use the word crafting. And Francis is a major, very, very talented crafter. So, Francis, might be a challenge for you to find some space in your home right now, some physical space, but even go in your closet. Like there was a time when my closet was my heaven. It was my haven. That's where I went when I needed quiet. That's where I went when I need space. In fact, to this day, sometimes I still go in my closet if I'm having like a session with someone for myself and I want peace and quiet. It might be my car, but often it's my closet because I can go in there and I can be really separated. There's a lot of people in my home usually on a daily basis. So that works for me. But Francis, find it. Dedicate it, consecrate it, make it your sacred space where you can go, even if it's just for a few breaths, and get that space. Okay, Tony. I keep seeing work, and I'm not sure what you're doing for work right now, but I'm feeling like you're feeling confined. It feels restrictive, almost like you can't breathe or you can't take a full breath. So, you know, and it scares you. Like there's a part of you that's scared to not do what you've been doing, like to branch out from it. I'm not sure what that is, but that's what I'm feeling. Okay. So we want to blanket it with love and allow the creativity to flow and be shown like, this is where I need to go. Oh my gosh, we got pregnancy again. I love it when the cards come multiple times. So I am open to receiving support. Okay. Look, sorry, Tony. Look what Francis says. Been working on self-love, just started earlier this week. You can't make this shit up. Yay, Francis, I love it. Good girl. Good for you. Bravo. I'm so proud of you. Okay, so Tony, I am open to receiving support. A phase meant to nurture the growth of what is near and dear, something that requires time, energy, and tending. Pregnancy needs an untold and seemingly endless number of resources. You are being asked to commit to an endeavor wholeheartedly. So, how this goes along with what I just said is, Tony, if it was me, I would just say, okay, I don't know what this is going to look like. I don't even know where I'm going to go. I don't know the how, the when, the where, any of it, but I am willing to be shown. And then I would just come to a space of love as much as you can. And what I mean by that is, the meditation that we started off today with, if you missed it, you might want to go back and watch this later and watch the beginning, but we started off with something that we love, that brings love to our heart, and that we can feel it like this, and it grows. And go there, and then just bring that into that space, Tony, and cover it with love. And before you know it, you'll know what you got to do. Okay. Lisa. Ooh, this one's about self-love too, Lisa. I don't know what's been going on, but it feels like there's a lot of like critical thinking, questioning, not happy. Like there's a little frown on your heart. I just saw like a little frown, and it breaks my heart. But because Lisa, everyone on here is this shining light and just a beacon for their families, their friends, their communities, the world. And yet we don't understand that sometimes, and we get so bogged down. So Lisa, this is for your self-love. And this is, ooh, fox. Oh, I love it. The fox. And Lisa, don't you have foxes at your home all the time? Oh, ooh, I love it. It gets even more exciting. You can't make this shit up, guys. We just really can't. I can sense what is in alignment for me. A quietly cunning creature of the forest, fox knows how to move in silence. They observe and assess their options, never straying too far from the safety of their den, with a keen awareness of the possibilities they can pursue. Fox sets their sights on a particular hunt and tracks it with calm certainty and concentration. That's the word that I want, is certainty. Like, we don't have to have certainty in us, but you have certainty in God, in source and higher power, right? So connect to that certainty. And I do that. I've been doing that a lot lately because I've had some things in life that, like we all do, that just, shake me to the core. And I don't know what the hell's going on, and I can't get my footing, and I feel unstable and uncertain. And I just go, God, I don't know how to get this back, but I'm willing to be shown. I'm willing to be shown how to be certain in you. I have a group that I'm lucky enough to meet with sometimes on Wednesdays when I can. And one of the women is such a wise woman. I mean, they're all wise women, but this one woman is just truly, and she's not afraid to speak her truth, and I love it. And she's inspiring to me. And yesterday she was saying, I need to remember that I am Joanne of God, and Michele is Michele of God. And she was naming all of us. And that just really hit me like, do I say that like I know it, but do I know it? And so that's my quest, is to know what Michele of God means. Like, what does that mean? What does that look like? And I started off yesterday by saying, God, I think I have an idea, but I'm not sure, so I'm willing to be shown. Okay. Love it. So, all right. We did Lisa. Michele Pippin. Michele, this is about patience and acceptance. I'm not sure what's going on, but that's what I feel coming through, is patience and acceptance. Can you be patient, and can you find acceptance to just let the situation be and not try to control it? Michele's very Michelle is a genius when it comes to business and most life. I know her personally. She's a beloved as well. And she's so good at doing things. And like, she's really like, what I'm trying to say is she's really masterful with creating this space in her mind that she wants to align with her heart. She's a master at that. And sometimes it may not work that way, and or it might not be, she might not be manifesting it the way you want. Yeah. Same here, Michelle. Same here. She says, my two worst qualities, patience and acceptance. But that's what's being called for right now. And so it's interesting. You got the card spring, okay? Which is really beautiful. I just love that. Let's see what it says about patience and acceptance. I am ready to grow. Springtime, when the earth begins its deep inhale, reawakening to signs of life and vibrancy. After a time of dormancy, there is an urgency and excitement to get on with the growing already. The spring season beckons you with the hope of all that is ready to be nurtured. You may have spent some time recently turned inward, allowing for rest and visioning. Now the energy has had a chance to replenish and build its supplies. So the thing I'm going to say though is be careful, because I feel like you might be rushing too much to it. Like it's not quite ready. The seeds aren't fully formed, right? And so it isn't time. You might feel like it's time. You might feel like you're in spring, but the situation might still be in winter, right? Or it might still be in fall where it hasn't even been harvested yet. Okay. Hi Shirley. Let's see. I will try. I'm kind of coming to the space where I've got to stop, but I'll put you on here, Shirley, and try to get to it if I can. Okay. So now we've got Ellie. Okay, Ellie. This is about a situation, a relationship situation that's really hard for you to navigate because you're really close to it, but you're feeling really frustrated, like you're trying to speak your truth, but it's not being received, it's not being heard. And so it's going to require a lot of throat work, because words have weight, they have an energy, and whatever energy is behind the words is what is received. So if our energy isn't clear with it, if it's our truth but we're not solid in it, it's not going to come across like that. So be aware of that. So let's see. And this is labia. Isn't that beautiful? God, women's bodies are so gorgeous. They are just gorgeous. Men's are too, but women's are a special kind of beauty. I am protected. Okay, so that is perfect, because what I was going to say, but I got to the card, was that it doesn't feel safe for you to be completely honest. So you feel like you're being honest, but the full weight of you is not behind those words. So just know you're protected when you speak this and how you speak it. Encompassing the eternal structures of the genital area, the labia surrounds and protects the delicate and powerful parts of the inner generative space. Acting as a guardian and pleasure center, it can also hold on to unprocessed emotions and experiences. Take note of anything that feels a bit exposed or raw at this time, and consider how you might give more care to this cherished part of you. In the past, it might have felt liberating and important to share this part of yourself with the world, but now the same part is calling for an internal, nurturing vibration instead. So that's what I'm saying. This truth that needs to be spoken, bring it back in, pull it back in, grow that love from the space of your heart center, really get grounded in what you believe and what you know your truth is, and then trust that you're safe doing it. Ask for some protection. Surround yourself. Do it all of it, everything that it needs. Okay. So, Ellie and Michelle, everybody, do those cards make sense? Do they help? Let me know. Guys, I'm so sorry. Teresa and Shirley, I'm so sorry, but I have to go right now. I want to acknowledge what Tony said. My work is energy frequency related. My fear is about caretaking for my sister post-op open heart surgery, heart electric pathway frequency, breathing into it. Thank you. Okay. All right. So, Teresa and Shirley, what I'm going to do is the next time that I have a live, I'm going to message both of you. Actually, no, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull a card for you guys and I'll send it to you. How's that? Or, you know what? Maybe I'll do it for you later. Is that okay? Shirley and Teresa, is it okay if I do a live later with your card pulls? I think that'd be fun because I always love to do them live because we get cleat-ons, right? The card pull might not be for you, but you might get a message that you need from it. That happens to me all the time. Oh, and Denise, did you want a card? If you want a card, I'm happy to do that. And Ellie says, ooh, thank you. That makes sense. Perfect. Okay. Shirley says, yes. Okay. And Denise, did you want a card? Let me know real quick before I sign off. I gotta go. Okay. Oh, I love you guys. Thank you so much. All right, Denise, I've got you down. So Teresa, Shirley, and Denise, be paying attention. I will tag you guys when I do the live with the card pulls. And love you all. 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 Have a beautiful rest of your week. Have a beautiful waxing gibbous moon and a beautiful day of 1/9 of unconditional love and leadership. Lead your way to unconditional love. Love you all. Thank you for being here.